The College of Law, when I first went to it, was very much a residential school for 6 months. I knew that it had developed since I graduated and had moved into a different space. In the time that I've been involved with the college, it's grown dramatically, not just from the PLT, but I'm very excited about the other things we do in the continuing legal education space, and very much so in the applied law program. The feedback you get from lawyers who have been out of law school, been practicing for 5 years and then move into that space, and then they come back to the college, it gives you a great sense that the college is achieving a lot for the practicing profession. When I graduated in that period, the college was not, nor was anybody else, as rigorous academically as it is today, right? And the market demanded that we have more and more pressures on our graduates to make sure that by the time they do the college or its equivalent, they are great practitioners, they're developing great practitioners. Now, I'm aware that there are pressures in the market where people say, well, you know, I've just been to law school for 5 years or 6 years, why do I have to do these things? Well, you do, because you're going to spend the rest of your life doing the practice of the law, which is very different to the theory of the law. And we must maintain our standards at all times. So I think that is going to be one of the challenges as the market changes and people are saying, well, less face-to-face, less examination strategy. They will be challenges.
What makes the college unique among the various legal education providers is its absolute fish-eyed focus on matters practical. Many thousands, I think as many as 50,000 graduates now of various college programs over the past 40 years represents a very significant proportion of the total number of lawyers who have been prepared for practice in our Australian and New Zealand jurisdictions over the past 40 years. And so the college way of doing things, the college's core thinking about the nature of legal practice and about the way that should translate into education and learning, the nature of the learning experience, all those things are part of the rich culture of learning which we have been able to enable in an increasingly large number of alumni who identify with the organisation, with its purpose and ultimately the strong social objectives associated with what we do. 40 years ago, the college's founding parents saw a need for a solicitor's training school. It has been a wonderful experience. The number of people from the early days all the way through who committed the whole of their professional careers, and in many cases large sections of their lives, to the fortunes of this fine organisation. The teachers and the designers and the governors, the people who have regulated and supported our organisation, the men and women who've shared workplace life together as well as professional development and performance together. It's become a community of practical scholars, which is itself in cultural terms and in organisational terms a wonderful instrument for the profession and servant of the profession. And it's come more than of age. 40 years of age now, it reaches across all Australian jurisdictions, into New Zealand and soon into Asia. It has a larger set of challenges, much more exciting set of work to do. That work has kept generations of people at the college happy and motivated and professionally satisfied. And the next 40 years will elevate that work to a next stage, next generations, next stages of sophistication and success in what we do. Wonderful foundation, terrific thing to celebrate at the end of 40 years with a really solid platform for another 40 and beyond.